Hello everyone, this is Angie and I'm playing Shrouded Isle. And last time we had to sacrifice a relatively innocent person, and House Cagney wasn't very happy about that, so now they are rebellious. That means we need to work on their satisfaction, so that's why I appointed Chessie, hoping that she will be mild enough not to affect too much any of my other traits, and she'll be good enough to survive. But then again, she has to survive this time because we already have our sacrifice this season. It's Bogdan. And the bad thing is that we have to also work on satisfaction of House Yosefka because they are on -34. Because a season before, not last season, but season before that, we sacrificed one of their house members, which isn't ideal, but what can you do? What can I do when they have all the major sinners? They had a morbid person, they have a pervert, they have a swindler. Like, guys, what the hell is wrong with you? But anyway, we already have two of our sure choices. Now we have to pick somebody for House Cadwell, Efferson and Blackburn. Fortunately, they are relatively satisfied. I might have to use a person from House Efferson, one, to bring up penitence, and two, because they are pretty low compared to House Blackburn and Cadwell. But let's see. First, let's pick somebody from House Cadwell, because I'll have to have somebody who bring up discipline, but won't affect penitence. So I guess Aaron is a perfect choice. I mean, I have some inquiries, so I might ask them a bit. Let's ask them a bit Miri. Or wait, no, maybe ask them about... No, let's ask them about Miri, because I don't want to use Vasilia because she also has a major vice. I might want to use Nadia because stubbornness isn't too bad, but let's see. She's lacking fervor. Okay, and let's check again. She's disciplined, so perfect. Let's wait. No, I don't want to confine her. I want to appoint her as advisor. Because here, basically, we know all the traits somewhat. We don't have many details, but we can work on that. So their satisfaction didn't drop too much. And I have somebody who's disciplined and lacking fervor. We have high fervor, so this is perfect. Let's check House Blackburn. Acting strangely, but I have 2 inquiries remaining. So let's use inquiries first to check. We have Rada, who is undisciplined, and if I remember correctly, under her, let's say, acts, due to her acts, discipline dropped severely. Let's check Kazmira. Their satisfaction will drop a bit, unrepentant, so I'm not sure if I want to use her. And let's check Dusha's acting strangely. She's melancholic. So now if I confine her, I don't have to examine her like I have to examine Wendelin. I can just purify her, and next season she will be okay. So yeah, basically Wendelin will have to sit here 2 seasons, Dusha only 1. So that's okay. Okay, but who do we pick here? We need somebody obedient. I think I'll appoint Rada again, because she'll bring up obedience. She will affect discipline, but if I remember correctly, I picked in the House Cadwell Miri, who's disciplined, so that should work. So let's pick Rada in House Blackburn and House Efferson. We need somebody who's penitent. Oh no, the only penitent person is Eden, and he has, like, pretty bad advice. It's not -30, but it's still pretty bad. Okay, but I'll appoint him. But I won't use him that much. I'll use him like once, probably. So you guys are you are being examined, you are being healed, so that's okay. We have all advisors picked, so we can begin the season. Okay, for sure, we will use Chessie and Bogdan. My penitence! But I did I have information that I need to bring up penitence? I don't think so. I think I only had information that I need to bring up House Cagney from being rebellious to dissatisfaction. Okay, so let's do this. Ignorance is going up a bit, obedience is dropping a bit. I don't want to use any inquiries. Oh, I have 0, so I can use that. Uneducated, that's pretty okay. You are dissatisfied. Can I use also inquiry for 0? No, -3. Then I don't think I'll use it because I really want to bring them up. All right. They are not rebellious anymore, which is good. My penitence didn't drop as much as I was... Oh, never mind. Okay, so now I will use Bogdan and Edin, I think. They're at -16. So it will bring them a little bit up. It will work on my penitence. And it will bring satisfaction of House Yosefka as well. So they won't be so distraught when I kill Bogdan. Okay, let's work on this. On those guys. Penitence is just not there anymore. I hope... Poor outcome, seriously. Can I check how... Okay, I can. He's honest, that's pretty weak. Oh no, they are dropping again. I think I'll have to use House Cagney again. Oh, I hope I won't die because my penitence is just non-existent. Okay, so what can I use now? I will definitely use Chessie. And do I want to use House Yosefka again? They are at -10. So if they drop to -40, they will be dissatisfied, but they won't be rebellious. Okay, so I don't think I'll use Bogdan anymore, but I will use Rada because I want to bring up the obedience because it's pretty weak. Also, Chessie is disobedient, so I might want to level that. Okay, but she is not too bad, right? No, no, no. I don't want you guys to be rebellious. Have you brought obedience up enough? I could use this. Yeah, I think I will. I will use this because it will bring down their satisfaction a bit. But as you can see, it will also affect obedience and probably discipline, but it might bring obedience up enough. She's a flirt. Ooh, that's not too bad. Okay. -17. This is a bit risky, but still acceptable. A sacrifice. So we are sure who is our sacrifice this season. House Yosefka will be dissatisfied. My discipline will drop. My penitence will drop. I don't think I'll survive this season. But we'll see, I guess. No, he'll bring up my penitence. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see how it goes. He's being sacrificed. We sacrificed Bogdan. House Yosefka solemnly mourns Bogdan. The villagers praise Chernobog for ridding their community of a blighted soul. Discipline is -10, which is pretty bad. Penitence is only +15, which I don't understand considering that his vice was -30. The night before a new season, a whisper caresses your dreams. My most beloved, you struggle so pleasingly. Encourage ignorance, purity of mind and soul. The greedy embezzler, give her to me. I think we already discovered embezzler. And also, I haven't mentioned this before. Usually when we have those dreams, Chernobyl also gives you a hint whether it's a he or a she. So if sometimes, because it can happen sometimes, if you have two people who both have this major vice, sometimes you might want to remember which pronoun he used, so you know if you have to sacrifice a woman or a man. But basically, I once had a situation when I had two women with the same major vice, and I sacrificed one, and he didn't care. He was just, after the other one. So what can you do? Too many villagers are discarding the rituals of fasting and focus. I must enforce discipline by the end of season. There are fewer and fewer confessions made. I must encourage penitence by the end of the season. This is bad. But I have a lot of fervor, so hopefully I will manage to sacrifice a lot of fervor to work on discipline and penitence. Also, there aren't 0, so that's also okay, but I need to thread carefully, not to bring ignorance too low. But let's check who is... She's a megalomaniac. Okay, so let's purify you. And let's release you guys. Your mercy is beautiful. And let's check the ladder, because hopefully the ladder will help us with discipline, penitence, or the satisfaction of any of the houses. House Blackburn. Great flocks of pale-breasted swallows arrive and pass through as part of their great migration. However, this year they are chased by thousands of bats, shrieking and hissing. As dead swallows accumulate in the alleys, Vicar Efferson asks, "What is the meaning of the bats?" The bats are like sin, causing the suffering of this world. It is the right of the powerful to devour the weak. The bats are a sign of the end times, which we must prepare for. Fervor. The Blackburn will like this. Oh, and this one will encourage penitence, so we might want to use that. Plus 10, yeah! So basically, we don't have to worry about penitence that much. Now we know that we will have to work on the discipline. But still, if by the end of next season, if by the end of the summer penitence is in the red, we will die. Okay, but we need to find embezzler. I think we had an embezzler. Embezzler is in the discipline. That's unfortunate. But then again, if we sacrifice the embezzler, the discipline will grow by 15. So it might save us in the last second if we are still in the red with the discipline. But then again, who was the embezzler? Let's check. House Cagney. They are dissatisfied. And Gwendolyn is an embezzler. Okay, so I will have to sacrifice her next season. I won't be able to sacrifice her this season because first, I already locked her in a tower. I cannot bring her out right now because she is already being purified. But another thing is, we already had a situation when we had a major vice on somebody who was acting strangely. When I sacrificed them, the house was very dissatisfied because they said, oh, they were acting strangely, but you could have purified them. So I need to purify her first before I sacrifice her. This is horrible. But then again, it gives us time to work on their satisfaction. So when I sacrifice her, they won't be as unhappy. Okay, so let's check, because I need to work on penitence and I need to work on discipline. So I would prefer to have somebody either disciplined or penitent. And here we have Vadim, who is disobedient, but it's okay. But he's penitent. And I have one inquiry. Let's check how much he is penitent. He's self-loathing. I love you. I mean, not exactly. You're making a mistake. Okay, whatever. And let's confine Miesha because we need to check her out. So let's already send her to the examination. Am I awoken? I feel awake. Oh, this is interesting because by the time that I want to release her, she might not want to leave. But we'll see. I don't think I had... No, I didn't have anybody awoken so far. Okay. We cannot sacrifice anybody from House Yosefka, and I will have to use them quite a lot. I would really like to take Susan because she's very penitent, but she's undisciplined. You are dissatisfied. And minus 47. Okay, if I want to inquire about advice, you won't be rebellious yet. She's slovenly. This is a lot. I don't think I want to use her. But Carol is disciplined, so let's use him. I hope you are lacking fervor. Seriously, or disobedient, because otherwise this will be a problem. Okay, House Casual. We need somebody disciplined. She is disciplined, and she is lacking fervor. This might be preferable for us. She is also stoic. Why are you so freaking lazy? But we'll take her. She'll bring up discipline by like 7, which is okay. I would prefer more, but she'll bring down fervor, which I have a lot, which is preferable right now. House Efferson. I have one inquiry. And I need somebody penitent. But I might take Milos because he's disciplined and he knows too much. This will bring down ignorance, but I have Vadim who I might want to use. Okay, this might be risky, but I think I'm willing to. Ooh, I think I'm willing to risk it, you know. Who do I... Wait. Who do I sacrifice? Who do I sacrifice? I have to sacrifice Embezzler. And where do I have... Oh, I have you, so I have to sacrifice you next season. So I need to pick somebody to sacrifice this season. She's a flirt. She's acting strangely. He's obedient. Maybe I'll take Dusha. What is your negative trait? Disobedient. That's very unfortunate for this house. I think I will confine you, that's for sure. But I don't want to sacrifice anybody from your house. Minus 20 in fervor. It's acceptable. Not perfect, but acceptable. Preferably, I would sacrifice somebody from House Cadwell. They have a rebellious person, so I might want to sacrifice you. Yeah, I think I'll change advisor to Vasilia. But then again, I need to work on the discipline. I have... This is bad. This is okay. Do I have anybody to work on discipline? I don't think so. You are barely disciplined. No, I think I have to stay with Miri here. And I think I have to find somebody else. I cannot sacrifice you. Do you have anybody to sacrifice? You are a hermit, but you are at +10. This is hard. Okay, I think I'll stay with this. Let's send you to examination. let's stay with this configuration and we will see what happens. But we'll see next time, alright? For now, I bid you farewell. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!